started off the game, the first few minutes focused, but the game settled, and we stayed, persistent in what we wanted to do. So I thought they did a good job of wearing Atlanta down, and I think that's just how we have to play. So we simplified some things, and hopefully that helped. It'll be a test to us, for the games to come. So we'll see where it goes, but hopefully we figure some stuff out.
And then along those lines, we did see that Courtney only played 24 minutes tonight. Is that I don't want to say restriction, but is that where you'd like to see her play? Because without her on the court, everybody did score today. Was this more of a James Wade game plan?
First of all, Courtney won't let us play her 24 minutes. That's not happening.
Okay.
Second of all, the fact, honestly, it was just a day, like we played on day off, on day off, on day off. It was just time to give her some, extended minutes on the bench. And I was waiting for a game that we can win convincingly so we can rest her, I would love to play her 25 minutes, yes, but the competitor she is, she's going to always push to be closer to 30. And I'm okay with that because, I love seeing her on the floor, but we just had to make sure our bench was into a rhythm and feeling good, especially going into this next game. And that felt good to, see how, give Sydney some extended minutes, give Gabby some extended minutes, and let Diamond kind of get her legs up under her because she's still battling through some stuff. So, no, it felt good to extend their minutes a little bit more.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Coach.
Chris Pennant.
A little bit on when you said you simplified some things. What exactly were you trying to simplify between Friday's game and today?
No, I think we give them keys, like keys. We say, hey, you give them 5 keys. We say, hey, we focus on these 5 things defensively. You focus on these 5 things offensively, we'll win. So we tried to simplify. It's like, hey, do these 2 things. You do these 2 things, but you can't let these 2 things happen. And you do these 2 things on offense, and you can't let these things happen. And it'll give us a better opportunity to win. And the rest you just have to put into your, I guess your identity and say, these are natural things, so you don't have to vocalize them as much. But that's how we simplified it. We just gave them 2 or 3 keys that they needed to focus on.
Was putting Ruthie in the starting lineup a strategic decision to kind of bring Cheyenne off the bench and maybe have her match up with Atlanta's second unit? Or was that just you wanted to get Ruthie some time as a starter and see how she reacted, how comfortable she was?
It was a little bit of both. I wanted to see how she reacted, how she can, be there and have her learn a little bit. And at the same time, I wanted us to have someone to play to with the second unit, because we've been having our peaks and valleys where we've been going up and down with the second unit. And so I wanted us to give us a player to play to. And that was the key, and Cheyenne gave us that.
Thank you.
Jason?
Hey, Coach.
Hey, Jason.
So you're at the halfway point here of the regular season. What do you think of your team going into the second half of these 22?
The thing is we're getting healthier. And so that's the only thing you can ask for, especially with this compacted schedule. We've lost some games that we felt like we should have gave ourselves a better opportunity to win. But as long as everybody's healthy, we can make this push right now, and everybody remain healthy. I think it's in our favor. So we're learning. We're not who we're going to be at the end of the regular season, and that's okay. We just have to keep on working to get there.
Obviously, with this playoff push, there's no actual home court advantage. So what do you really kind of play for once you get in? Usually, you would be pushing to get that home court advantage. Now, what are you trying to push for once you qualify for the playoffs?
We want to win.
Thank you.
Chris? Chris Bennett?
I was actually going to ask the same thing, Coach. Is there anything that you're looking for in terms of seeding, or any teams that you feel that you match up better with, or you're just trying to get the top spot?
We want to win. That's it. Like, I have nothing. Like, you just gotta want to win. That's what we play the game for. You want to win. Even if they started everybody else at 0-0-0, we want to win. Like, we want to beat you.
Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thank you, James.
Thanks, guys. Continue to social distance.
Thank you. We'll have Cheyenne Parker in next.
This dude, man.
Hey, CP. Thank you for joining us. We'll have Eric first. Eric Wilson.
CP, good evening. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
So 43 bench points, most by the team this season. I'm going to ask, does that have something to do with you coming off the bench tonight?
I guess James had a particular scheme that he wanted, and he definitely wanted more bench production offensively and defensively, so it could be.
And then, you have made 24 consecutive free throws heading into tonight's game. Yeah, I know. I just got to talk about it because I know you've been so focused and dialed in. Just what was going on? Did that even cross your mind when you were at the line?
Nope, I missed it, and it just happened.
I understand. Thank you.
Yep.
Chris Bennett?
Well, one, the last couple of games, you're always a very jovial, energetic type player, but you've looked a little bit more, I guess, hardened, we want to say, on the court. Are you trying to kind of get the team in a mode? It seems like you're not necessarily less and more focused, but just not as willing to crack smiles, I think. What's changed in your mentality? Was there a particular game, or is it just the grind of the season?
I mean, I wasn't. Obviously, this season was my first time consecutively starting, so my feelings were a little hurt. Obviously, not starting this game, and I think that definitely was part of like the seriousness that I may have showed early in the game. But at the end of the day, I cannot maintain a serious face. I cannot maintain a serious attitude, or that's just not who I am. And a lot of the team is not like that either. So it's definitely important to maintain focus and to keep a balance. But I think naturally we're just pretty happy team.
Now it's been kind of an up and down, like a win and a loss, And I've asked before, but how do those tough losses combine with how does that set the team up for games like today where you win going away?
I think this was a great win for us. Obviously, we anticipated winning, but the biggest part about it is how we won, which is cumulatively with defensive stops, and just moving the ball, cutting. And so I think we need to carry it over, and we need to take it up even more, even another level. So I think we all need to just continue to stay hungry, and I think we all know that. We all are talking about it. So now it's just putting it in action for the next game.
Thanks, Cheyenne.
All right. Thank you, CP.
All right.
Hey, Courtney, thank you for joining us. We'll start off with Eric Wilson.
Hey, Court, congrats on the victory tonight.
Thank you.
You ladies have been, you've had your up and down moments, but now you're going into Eastern Conference play, aside from your rematch against Las Vegas. But, going into this play, what are you ladies really dialed in and focused on? That one key ingredient that's going to let you ladies be successful?
I think it's being consistent, a night in and night out. I think we've seen really great moments, and then we've seen some pretty poor moments. And we know that we have to bring it every single night. It doesn't matter who we're playing. If we don't bring it, we're not going to have very good results. So, being able to just be consistently at our best and just continue to build on each game is what we're really focused on right now.
And, you only played 24 minutes tonight. And Coach said that, you're a competitor. So Courtney's going to play what Courtney wants to play, and that's what he wants in his players. But watching the rest of the team out there kind of carry you ladies to a victory from the sideline, what does that mean to you to be a part of this team when things like that happen?
Well, it's huge, and that was something that we kind of just talked about going into the season, is how deep we were, and how our bench was really going to help us with these consecutive games. Having a lot of good players coming off the bench is huge during these times. And tonight we gave them the opportunity, and they took full advantage of it. And that's what we need moving forward, is when you have a good bench, it just makes things so much easier for everyone involved.
Congrats, Court. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Courtney. Oh wait, sorry, Chris Punnett. You're not. Thank you, Chris.
Sorry, I can't let you off the hook that quickly. In a season like this, recovery is different with your one day on, one day off, especially in the midst of this stretch. Obviously, you were able to get extended time on the bench, but how's Coach Wade and the rest of the coaching staff kind of tried to have the team have some recovery time in the midst of playing every other day or maybe every couple of days?
Well, I think first and foremost, we don't practice really. The last couple of times we have film or maybe a walkthrough, but he's trying to keep us as fresh as we can, and it's healthy because you see it all over the league. The teams, we have players that are going down with injuries, and that's obviously not what you want. So he's doing his best. We have our trainers on call all day on our off days, and they're working very, very hard to keep us healthy and as fresh as we can.
And I know today is today and Friday was Friday, but how do those losses, especially if they're difficult losses to swallow, how do you take those going forward? Do you take like plays, or how do you carry those as fuel?
Well, I think you have to remember how we remember how we felt after. We know we're better than that, and we just have to learn from it. It's just such a quick turnaround that you can't really dwell on it because it's so easy. It could one bad play or one bad game can turn into two, can turn into three, and that's especially when you have games every other day. So like we had a good bounce back today. We were able to really learn from our last game and just move forward, and we're going to do the same tomorrow. We're going to focus on what we did well today, fix what we didn't, and get ready for Vegas.
Any special meaning for that Vegas game, or just another game on the calendar?
Well, every game's special, and they're playing really well right now. I think we stole one from them early. Our first game, they played us really hard and well. So every game, the next game is the most special game. So we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a battle. Like I said, they're playing really well, and they're going to be coming for us. So we have to be able to step up and give them our best shot.
Thank you, Courtney. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thanks, Court.
Thank you.
We'll have Allie Quigley in here in a minute. So if you want to ask Allie a question, just raise your hand and we'll have a few minutes with her. Hi, Al. Thanks for joining us.
No problem.
Eric Wilson.
Allie, congrats on the victory. You extended your streak of double-digit scoring. What does this game as a bounce-back game mean for you tonight?
It's huge. Anytime we can win in this league, it's a good night. We're still just trying to find that just motivation for the next game too. I think just not to continue taking steps forward and then steps back. So that's our goal, is just to stay hungry here and get on a little streak.
Yeah. Speaking of the next game, it's the rematch against Las Vegas where you hit the game-winning shot. Is this another game, or is this something a little extra special for you ladies?
I think it's definitely a little extra special. I mean, they're playing really well. I think they have 7 in a row they've won. I'm sure they're going to be thinking about, us beating them at the last second. So they're going to bring that motivation, but we got to find motivation for ourselves just to continue getting better and getting our team where we want it to be.
Congrats again. Thanks, Allie.
Thank you.
Jason Palmer.
Hey, Quiggs. So you're at the halfway point, halfway home in this long grind, which is actually pretty short, but long for you all. How would you assess your own team at the halfway point?
I think we're not like where we want to be, but still thankful and grateful that we have 7 wins and what are we, 7 and 4, and we're in the right direction, but we're just trying to get to a point where we're not taking steps forward and then 1 back, 2 forward, 1 back, 2 forward, 1 back. So I think we're looking forward to the fact that we still do have 11 games left and still a great opportunity for us to continue to get better and continue peaking. But I think that we're not really happy with where we are, but just grateful, like I said, to still be getting wins and grinding them out, even though it's not pretty sometimes.
And then my second question would be, you all are the only team in your conference right now with a winning record, which is kind of strange. But how do you all stay focused as you're getting ready to play a lot of those teams who don't have winning records at this point? You just said, you're going to try to take them each game at a time. How do you do that when you realize the record of some of those other teams?
I think we just can't be looking at the record, to be honest. We got to focus on where we want to go and not where they are or what kind of motivation they have. So we just got to stay focused on where we want to be. And like I said, how we're continuing on that ladder and continuing to get better. If we focus on how hungry we are to get better and improve, then we'll be all right.
Thank you. Let's try to get the Blackhawks a win.
Right.
Thank you so much, Allie.
Thank you.
Hope you have a great rest of your Sunday, and thank you for your support this season. All right.
Yep.
Good night. Bye.